Why Siege? Obviously the definition was very kind of military-like, and I thought of, oh, you know, Miramar, where we're located, is under siege.
CrossFit Siege has changed my life. It sounds like an exaggeration, but it's really, really true.
To date, I've lost 100 pounds that I know of. When I started, I was 315. Very unhealthy lifestyle, and I kept that lifestyle going for 2 more months, but I refused to weigh myself. If I saw anything above 315, mentally I would have been destroyed.
I honestly think it was CrossFit, that one place where I didn't feel disabled.
Seeing them come through those doors, and I know how much it took for them to draw the courage to finally try a class or come in and ask questions, to see them go from that to now all of a sudden doing things that they never thought they could. You know, Migdalia Sosa Booker, she was my first trainer. She works every day, and the members love her. She's kind of like the mother of Siege.
I think what makes Siege different and awesome to work at and to be a part of is that it is a very family atmosphere. We do really love each other. Like, it's a little weird, but it's great. I mean, the members genuinely care about each other. We have CrossFit Kids as well, CrossFit Teens. Not all boxes do CrossFit Kids. I really wanted to do it when we got here. I think it's really important to get kids into something fitness related at an early age so that it's never a chore. It's always a habit. It's a way of life. And they never have to look at fitness as like, ugh, I gotta go to the gym today. It's just a part of their lives. When I program for the kids or the teens, I always instill form and technique. That's what we promote. Good movement, having fun, but above all, it has to look good. As far as the little ones go, we don't really load them too much. They may have like a 5-pound kettlebell, or, you know, they may be flipping a 10-pound plate. Nothing too crazy, but above all, that class is all about fun. The teens, they have to earn the weight, especially with them. So we have some teens that could do, you know, 200-pound back squat. We have other teens that aren't quite there yet. They're still doing air squats, but they understand really quickly that they have to earn the weight. It's not just, you know, coach, can I put 45 pounds on my bar? No, it has to look good with the PVC pipe before we give you a barbell, and it has to look really good with the empty barbell before we start working with plates. And I think that really shows them, one, discipline, but hard work, that they have to work for what they get, and they have to earn it. I think it's awesome to get them to, you know, a healthy competition. Yes, it's okay to, you know, compete with somebody in your class, as long as in the end you guys are friends and it's not a big deal whether you win or lose.
Oh, Noah wins! Good job, Noah. Good job, dude. Good job, Junior. That was still almost 5 minutes, dude. Awesome.
It is more about just having fun.
When I started, my goal was to drop below 300. I did that. Okay, let's break 260. Okay, let's break 250, 225. I couldn't tell you the last time I weighed myself. Now my goal is to just perform better, just to have fun with it. My name is Jimmy Martinez. I'm the one-on-one coach here at CrossFit Siege.
Jimmy Martinez started from Mig. Mig mentioned him because she worked out with him at the other gym that they were at together.
I met Adrian, it was one morning I was looking for a workout, and I was working out by myself at the other place. So Mig sent me a message to come by Siege and work out with the coaches.
And she goes, Jimmy, this guy, he's a great guy. You know, he wants to come over and work out with us. So I said, yeah, bring him over.
And when I came, Adrian was nice enough to let me join them in their workout. And immediately I felt like part of the crew. And they had never met me before a day in their lives. They didn't even know I existed. So when I came in here and they embraced me and kind of helped me through the workout when they were all done, it was a comforting feeling that I hadn't felt in any other location. So that also added on to, this is a whole mom and pops type of feel, a very family environment that kind of sets the bar higher. I don't live anywhere near here. I live maybe 40 minutes from Siege, and that's without traffic, if I'm the only person here. But I have no problem coming here as many times as I need to, just because I'm not just coaching CrossFit, I'm a part of a community. And that to me is priceless.
3, 2, 1, go. I do 5 power cleans, 10 toes to bars, 20 wall balls, 5 power cleans, 10 toes to bars. I finish off at 10 wall balls. I'm done, I rest 1 minute, I start back on power cleans. I've been across the Siege for about 1 year and 1 month right now. I started in December of 2013. The first time I met Adrian was my level 1 certification. We actually took our certification together.
And I used to see him in competitions all the time, and I knew he was a great trainer. He was a trainer for multiple years at a nearby gym, and I heard that he was looking for more hours. So I jumped at the opportunity and offered him a full-time position here. It's been a great thing for Siege, not only for me, because as an owner, you look for people like him that can make your life easier, but the members responded great to him, and he's a hard worker, and he's one of the reasons why Siege is what it is.
Programming for this box is very fun because I get to see what clients do based off of what I think will be best for them. So perfect example, next week I might program 5 power cleans, 10 push press, 15 air squats. Reason why? They did a lot of squatting this week. 15 air squats is not gonna kill them, but power cleans and push presses, a lot of upper body. I want you guys to improve your upper body as well. Come up, you wanna land with the feet at the same time. So I'm here, I'm gonna jump, pull, catch, and then stance. Okay, so show me that. Jump, pull, stomp with those feet. Boom, catch, better. Then you lean back a little bit, you wanna throw the hips back a little bit instead of, okay? Show me more. Better, that was 10 times better, good job.
Well, the way I like programming for the box, I like basing it off of your everyday regular person. Not so much for an elite athlete, not so much for somebody that's completely out of shape, but somebody where it's scalable for everyone, okay?
So the idea is if you work with intensity, meaning you don't have to go heavy every single day. In order to get to that, you have to start at square one and work your way up. I think our coaches do a great job of scaling people down when they need to, and up if they have to.
So what makes Siege different than other CrossFit boxes is essentially that we focus on the everyday individual. We don't really focus so much on the competitor. And I feel like a lot of gyms make the mistake of focusing on training that one person for regionals, or we're taking a team to X competition and we won X. We're in this to make people healthier, make people better, and make people more fit. So when you program your workouts and your trainers have that approach, that it's about the majority, it's about the 95% of people that are just trying to get more flexible, trying to get run better, lift better. When you have that approach, that's when people recognize it, and then people stick around and people tell other friends because all of a sudden they're seeing results. And then a lot of CrossFits, in my opinion, make that mistake, that all they care about is the handful of competitors that they have, and the rest kind of get ignored.
The doctor gave me an option. Okay, he said, listen, I can put you on cholesterol medicine for the rest of your life, or you can change your lifestyle to make yourself healthier. But I asked him to give me 90 days, essentially 90 days to adjust my diet and to start working out at a level that he suggested to see what impact it would have. If after 90 days we didn't have the results, I'd be on the medicine for the rest of my life. So, so I joined CrossFit and checked back with the doctor shortly thereafter, and my levels had changed tremendously. They weren't within the normal range yet, but there was enough progress over the 90 days that I bought another 90 days. And over that 6-month period, my numbers were normal. Cholesterol, triglycerides, pretty much all of the signals that I needed to improve on. So after 6 months, I had corrected a condition that a doctor was going to put me on a lifetime's worth of medicine for. So I'd say that's a major win in my book. And it's not just CrossFit, because I think we have to separate the two. There's the CrossFit methodology, but then there's CrossFit Siege, which is the coaching staff, the facilities, the programming, the culture and the people. It's a wonderful ecosystem. I'm very thankful that Siege has been a part of my life, and look forward to many more years of working out, getting great results, and meeting fantastic people.
So we opened the first one in May 2012, and we had an instant success. We worked our way up to 500 plus members in less than a year.
Our box is a lot of members from different boxes, and they all say the same thing, like, oh, I was a competitor at my box, and I did, I used to compete there, and I was really good, and like I feel like I'm dying here when the workouts are a little bit tougher. I feel like I made a lot of progress when I got here because the workouts were harder, and I wasn't finishing, not even close in the beginning, but I did get better faster because of it.
Break a 10.
Frank the Tank. The guy's, he's famous in the gym.
I don't know why they call me Frank the Tank. Maybe because I'm built like a tank.
Frank the Tank, go! She's coming for you!
And the guy's an example of what CrossFit is all about. It's, you don't have to, like I said earlier, is it for the elite? Of course. But you also have someone like Frank who's in his late 60s doing all the movements.
Anybody can do CrossFit if you scale back enough, So I think it's for everybody, really. The reason I joined CrossFit Siege is because I had undiagnosed rheumatoid arthritis and my knees collapsed where I couldn't walk anymore.
It was really cool. When he did come, he told me, he was a former gymnast when he was younger, and he just wants to kind of get back to just feeling like an athlete again. And I thought, you know what? That's so awesome. He's taking a chance. It's a big deal to walk into a place like this where everybody is young and fit and they have six packs and they're banging out pull-ups, and know that you're not quite there yet and still kind of go for it. And it's so awesome to have him here. I think he's such a big inspiration to everyone that works out with him, and just him being here every single day. I don't think he realizes how much he motivates all of us.
The camaraderie is unbelievable here. This gym is so friendly. The atmosphere, the environment, the people are so friendly. It's almost like a team where we are fighting against an opponent, and the opponent is Mr. Wad. And everybody is fighting against Mr. Wad. And we're all rooting for each other to fight Wad, the big Wad. And it's great, it's fun. It's almost like a team environment.
I was introduced to CrossFit by my brother, Javier. He took me one day to a gym called CrossFit Siege in Miramar. And at first, I was a bit hesitant due to the fact that I am a below-the-knee amputee. Through CrossFit, I got selected to join Team USA. I am now in track and field. I am now 3rd place in the world in the discus. And I do owe a lot to, I have the American record, and I do owe a lot to CrossFit because that's what got me competitive. My #1 motivation has always been my daughter. And now I have another one coming. I never want my child, I've always feared my daughter looking at me and saying, why is my mom different from all these other moms with 2 legs? So I think that CrossFit has really helped me in that aspect, and now making Team USA is even a bigger plus because my daughter can now look at me and say, my mommy does more than what women with 2 legs do. So, that's always been my #1 motivation. Some people it's the clock. I think that's my inspiration and motivation, that my daughter will always look at me as to what mommy has achieved, not what mommy was limited on doing. We just got news now that CrossFit headquarters has approved a coaching seminar for adaptive athletes. So now in order to coach adaptive athletes, you do need to do a seminar, and that seminar will take place February 21st at CrossFit Siege. Thanks to Adrian Tapia and Chef from CrossFit Rubicon. They'll be coming down, and we'll be doing this at Miramar Siege. And it's a seminar to help coaches, adaptive or non-adaptive coaches, learn how to psychologically and mentally help adaptive athletes so that they're not afraid, they don't feel limited.
1 minute wall balls and 1 minute of dumbbell snatches. Go through that twice. The difference is today you're going to get to do it as an adaptive athlete. So for the row, we're taking away your legs. This is a locked seated row, arms only. For the kettlebell swings, it's a 1-arm swing. Whatever arm you choose, that's it. That's the 1 arm you can use for the entire workout. Then we're going to do a minute of wall balls. These are seated wall balls. We're taking away your hip flexors and your legs. Everything is just going to be from the waist up. And then lastly, this dumbbell snatch. Again, whatever arm you chose for that kettlebell swing is the same arm you're using for the dumbbell snatch. No switching, go through 2 rounds and we're done.
The reason why CrossFit Siege does very well compared to the other gyms I've worked for and the other gyms I've seen, it's the community that we have in here. Everybody here is not, there's no egos in here. As soon as you step into these doors, whatever's going on in your life, you come in here and it goes away.
I do think the environment is very family oriented, even with the coaches. The members know they can WOD with us whenever they want.
The community that we have built here, specifically in Siege, is unparalleled. It's just a whole environment of positivity. And it's a trickle-down effect that starts with the coaches. We are excited and passionate about our jobs, so when we're here, that translates to the members.
I hope CrossFit Siege in the future has multiple locations. Siege Nation will be stronger than ever, and that we're changing more and more lives from here until the end of time.
Siege on 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. Siege!